Hey, it's Troye Sivan, and this is how it went down for my song, One of Your Girls. So weirdly, One of Your Girls actually started in kind of a sad way. Oscar Gores was in LA, he's a producer from Sweden, and he was going through some personal stuff at the time, and he was feeling kind of down. And so he went into the studio and started building this track, and he recorded the little vocal thing that you hear in the very beginning of the song. I was freaking out. I was totally obsessed with it. And weirdly, that weekend, there was this one particular guy who had been flirting with me for a really long time. I had never been with a guy before, and I said to him, I texted him, let me know if you're feeling gay on Saturday night, because he said sometimes he feels a bit gay when he drinks. And so then I come in on Monday, full of this inspiration. We wrote the verses first about this this guy that everybody wants, and that girls want him, guys want him, tall and has good style and has good taste. It just really started with this pining and this yearning. And then we got stuck on the chorus. We wrote the pre-chorus that day. We had the face card, and I thought that was so sick, and I was really obsessed with that, and I was like, this chorus has to be amazing. I was filming The Idol at the time. Abel, The Weeknd, actually showed me this YouTube video. It was this sad robot. I just felt really empathetic for this robot, and I was like, wow, he feels so disconnected, and I don't know, something resonated in me. I felt like the sad robot for a little bit about this guy, and so I was like, okay, so the chorus should have a vocoder. It should kind of sound like it's got this disconnect, where it's me, but it's not me. And I was making myself laugh in the shower. I was trying to imagine saying to the guy bro, it'll be chill. I'll just be one of your girls or your homies. I can just be a friend. I stepped out of the shower, recorded it, came back into the studio, and the chorus kind of was there. And the last kind of moment where it really all came together, the chorus flips and it changes to, give me a call if you ever get desperate. I'll be one of your girls. There was a lot of times where I really felt like I was kind of laying on the tracks for these people that I wanted so bad that maybe didn't want me back in the way that I wanted them to, or wanted me in some ways but not in others. And yeah, just kind of my complicated and mixed feelings about where I sat in the situation as well. Once we had the concept, One of Your Girls, and we had the chorus, it was immediate. I was okay, I need to be a girl in the video. We've got to cast the hottest man in the universe to sit in a chair, and I'm gonna be dancing around him, whatever. It's black and white and beautiful, whatever. So it kind of just all came all at once. The most challenging part was probably just getting into drag. It took me 3 hours. I learned some choreo, I learned how to walk in heels. I started to feel really cute. I was okay, this might actually work. And then I flew to New York, and the guy that we cast pulled out that day. I was racking my brain trying to think about who is the hottest man in the universe. Then it kind of clicked that it was Ross. It was Ross Lynch all along. And so I reached out to Ross. He said yes. He flew overnight, and he came, and he just was so chill, so nice. I was doing this weird thing where I was trying to make him feel comfortable. So I'm pretty sure the first time I saw him, I kind of dabbed him up, but I'm in full drag. It was a crazy moment. I appreciate him so much, and we had a really fun, special day. Once we had the video down, I was pretty much leaking it. I was sending it to all of my friends. My parents were pulling pranks on their friends, playing them the music video, being what do you think of this girl in Troye's video? People were oh yeah, she's really pretty. And then they would be it's Troye. We were all, I think, having a lot of fun with it. It was nice.
Everybody wants you, baby. Everybody.
I mean, the reaction to One of Your Girls was so huge, and I think the thing that was super gratifying to me was that people were really connecting with the story of the song, and I think the story of the video, and I think that, it was important to me that of course I wanted to be this glamazon, corseted and wind in her hair and all that, but at the same time I think that underneath it all there had to be these cracks that showed through, and the kind of vulnerability had to be there, and it had to communicate what the song communicated. I was so proud when I started to feel people were responding to it in the way that I hoped that they would. A year down the line, it's I've had all of the moments that I could have ever wanted with this song. It was always my favorite song on the album. I always was I think this is going to be the biggest song on the album. Now that it basically is, it's just feels good.